Fuck. All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Shamak with the Great Millstone Cleveland branch. I want to start off by, of course, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, and Kakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, rule world, teach world. Shalom to everybody that's tuning in. Listen and learn and get this edification from several brothers doing this ministry from the four corners of the earth. Shalom. If I haven't said already, this is brother Shamak with the Cleveland GMS branch, and I just got a couple of precepts, dealing with, how the elect gonna be fearful, but we gonna be delivered. This is the book of First Peter. To the 4 and verse 14. It says, this ain't it, but I'm gonna go back to that. All right, this is the book of First Peter, chapter 4, and verse 17. It says, for the time, I'll start verse 16. Yet if any man suffer as a Christian or Hamashiakin, basically like Christian goes back to the word Mashiach, which means anointed. It says, let him not be ashamed, right? So you can't be ashamed of this gospel. You can't be ashamed of the truth. You can't be ashamed of Yahweh. But let him glorify Yahweh on this behalf. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God, meaning that the judgment is going to start with them that know this truth. And if it first begin at us, right, because we know this truth, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Shah, right? So it's going to trickle down the line. It's going to start with us, and all of them that claim that they amongst Israel, because Esau is going to start, he's going to paint with a broad brush. He's coming after the elect, but, he's going to paint with a broad brush and so much that the elect is going to come off as any old Israelite. You know what I'm saying? We claim, Lord's willing, we say that Lord's willing we amongst the elect, and we claim to be with 100% truth and Hebrew Israelites, not just Israelites, English Israelites, or no name Israelites, just plain no Israelite. We don't claim that. That's IUIC, and that's what, these other camps, right? We claim that we Hebrew Israelites, right? And we call on the name of the Lord in the ancient Hebrew, right? Which is the holy tongue, the Lashwan Kodash. So Esau is going to come down having great wrath, and he's going to persecute the prophets, even to the point of beheading some of us, man, put some of us to death. And it's going to start that type of draconian law and anxious, destruction is going to start with Israel, with the house of the Lord, and especially them that know that they, and really those that know the truth. So that's really going to start the first portion of our fear, which we always going to fear the Lord. Lord's one of those men. But that's really going to get the fear jumping, because Esau is going to come down having great wrath, and, our lives is on the line. So, let's go to up to verse 14. We're going to jump up to verse 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, right? Because he's going to paint with a broad brush. He's going to cause us to look as if we're the bad guy. just like you do with Yahweh Shah. Here it is. You got, an image of Yahweh Shah as a super villain, Thanos. You know what I'm saying? And you got all your superheroes that's gonna defeat him. You know what I'm saying? All the images that you look up to as being a hero, a American hero or whatever. It says and if you be reproached for the name of Yahweh Shai, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. So on their part they're gonna speak evil. His name ain't Yahweh Shai. The fuck is that name? You know what I'm saying? And all of the scoffing and blasphemy that comes with the idols that they worship. You know what I'm saying? They gonna say all of that against the prophets. You know, and they gonna continuously be evil spoken of, but on our behalf he gonna be glorified. But when we going through all of that persecution, the slandering of the name, because I ain't getting to that yet, because that's one of the scary things that we're gonna have to go through is the name slandering and persecution. You know, but on our part he gonna be glorified because we gonna continue to fear the Lord. Let's go into that because we gotta know what we into. But I'm gonna get a comforting scripture, but I'm gonna start off with Sirach chapter 26 verse 5. There be three things that mine heart feareth, and for the fourth I was sore afraid. The slander of a city. Right, you saw that in 70 AD when the Romans came down on Jerusalem. The gathering together of an unruly multitude, right? Evil men gathering themselves like Esau, and even wicked niggas getting together. You know what I'm saying? And a false accusation. That's the one right there. A false accusation. And what the scriptures call this devil? The scriptures call this devil the accuser of our brethren. He's going to come with them false accusations like a black woman. He's going to come with them false accusations like a gay man, a gay nigga, right? That's how Esau get down, man. It says, I was so afraid, the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude. And this is the great melting pot, so you ain't gonna get no bigger gathering of wickedness. Well, you got it all across the four corners of the earth. But it says, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. And we might end up being possibly faced with some of these things. But we gotta keep these scriptures in mind and fear the Lord. Endure to the end. Matthew chapter 10, verse 28, it says, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that's what he's going to do to these people that mocking, scoffing, constantly want to be stiff-necked against them. So we ain't got to worry about that. We just got to, continue to fear the Lord. And I'm going to close out with this because we're going to be, oh, no, I got one more. I got two more precepts to close out. Because we're going to be fearful. We gonna be scared, basically. This book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. 7,000 just meaning completion. A complete amount of people. And the remnant were affrighted, right? So the remnant talking about the nation, the elect, the Lord is preserved. It says that they were affrighted, meaning they were terrified, and gave glory to the power of heaven, right? So we're gonna close out with this to back this up. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, and verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? All right, so it says, and the righteous scarcely be saved. All right, so I mean, that was a point, that the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. And then it says, where shall the godly and the sinner appear? In that fire, man. It says, wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of Yahweh commit the keeping of their souls, right, enduring to the end. Let no man take thy crown. To him in well doing as unto a faithful creator. All right, so we're gonna be scarcely saved, man. But we gotta remember what we scared of, what we fear. Matter of fact, we're gonna close with this. This book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man, right? So it's our duty to fear the Lord and to keep his sayings. All right, so Lord's willingness to edify the water Yahweh Shem Shaf, give me the spirit of the lesson. Next time I say Shalom, Shalom.